All right, today's topic is how to use Hangouts on Air to create webinars, digital courses, and paid membership programs. Should be pretty exciting for you. What we're going to go through today, number one, the truth about Hangouts on Air. There's a lot of confusion about Hangouts on Air out there. I'm going to clarify some things for you so you can make the right decision going forward with where you spend your time and how you use this tool. How 22Social helps you leverage Hangouts on Air. So we'll kind of break down and recap what our software does and how it's going to help you use this free tool to make some serious results, income, whatever you need for your business. And then the best, we're going to go into these three, as the title kind of mentioned, the 3 ways to grow your business using Hangouts. No surprise there. It's doing webinars, doing courses, and memberships. We're going to break that down and show you examples and go into detail on how those 3 can work for you. Of course, examples and even live demo. I'll take this Hangout that we're streaming today and drop it into another app for you and show you how easy it is. It's really easy once you get the hang of it, but there's always a learning curve to begin with. Once you get the hang of it, it's pretty fast. And then we're going to show you how to take action today and make this real for you, because that's all that matters today is, can you do this? Should you do this? And that's really up to you. I'm going to give you my arguments on why you should. I've seen lots of people take these exact ideas and have a lot of success and make their life a lot easier. So I highly recommend you listen closely. So let's dive right into it. And let me know, how many of you out there right now, before we get into it, have some confusion about Hangouts? Maybe you've been resisting using Hangouts on Air. You thought they were dead in the water, or maybe you've used them in the past. I know we got a lot of pretty tech-savvy people watching, hanging out. And I'm just curious if you have used Hangouts on Air before, and maybe if you do have some confusion, or if you have any questions right now about Hangouts on Air specifically. Let me know in the comments. I'll keep an eye on those. And if there's any technical issues, be sure to let me know in the comments as well. Oops, here we go. All right, so the big thing that might be on your mind, didn't Google kill Hangouts on Air? Back in the end of 2016, there were a bunch of headlines like this. Google is killing off Hangouts on Air in September. And everyone was freaking out. Everyone just read these headlines because it was kind of clickbait. And immediately people just assumed that Hangouts on Air is totally gone. What they didn't do is read the articles or even read the subheadline that says users will now have to use YouTube Live going forward. So basically what happened is Hangouts on Air, just like everything else in Google+, they took it out of Google+ and moved it into YouTube. Google owns all of this, and it's very simple. They just moved it into YouTube, so now it's part of your YouTube channel, which makes a lot more sense anyways. And it's still, the entire thing is still there. So it's not dead. Hangouts on Air is still alive and well. It's now part of YouTube Live. It's one of the ways to broadcast live through your YouTube channel. And the best thing about Hangouts on Air is, unlike the other, there's 2 ways to do YouTube Live. One of them requires you to have like extra software. It's more for like professional broadcasters. It's how you'll see like the White House has done YouTube Lives. I mean, John Mayer did a live concert on YouTube Live. You're not trying to do that. I mean, most of you right here don't have professional studio equipment to do these amazing YouTube Live broadcasts. They're much, much more difficult to do. What you can use is Hangouts on Air, which is software that Google gives you, and it's all included. You can do exactly what I'm doing right now. I can show my webcam, I can show my screen, I can broadcast, I can invite guests on and have a panel of guests. So it's a whole built-in software right inside your YouTube channel that you can use for free. The next question, a lot of people say, well, what about Facebook Live, Belive, Zoom? All these other platforms are awesome. Don't get me wrong, I love all of them, and you should find ways to use them when needed. But they're very different, and they serve a much different purpose for your business. So they're great tools, but you cannot embed them privately. The most important thing about these is, like Facebook Live specifically, I love it for promotions, but you can't embed it. It's going to be out there on Facebook. Zoom is more like GoToWebinar. It's like a software tool that you can have a bunch of people on and do a conference call or whatnot. They're all really cool, but you can't do this one thing. So they have their own systems too. Generally, they're going to have their own commenting streams built right in. So they're kind of they're meant to be used natively, if that makes sense, right? Facebook Live, if you embed it, it's still broadcasting over on your Facebook page or your profile or your group, and they can comment there. So it's kind of weird to do it in two places. A lot of you guys are asking me, well, can I embed this into my Facebook, my app with 22Social? And the answer is no. Unless things change on their platform, we're not going to be doing that. Zoom doesn't allow embedding. Zoom is now integrating with Live, so that's great, but it's still very different in how you use it. Zoom is much more like GoToWebinar, the traditional way to do a webinar online. You invite people, they'll have to show up and kind of install the software, and now you have this kind of place where you can do your thing. But they're really meant to be used in their own platforms. And Facebook Live, as I mentioned, works really well on pages, profiles, and groups, but not as embedded streams. We've tried this. Don't get me wrong, we're looking at ways to incorporate this tool, but Facebook Live is better off on its own, and it's really great on its own. The other thing is it's not always free. So something like Zoom, GoToWebinar, and other tools they have variable costs based on your audience size. So if you have a certain amount of people watching or getting on the panel, they're going to charge you more money. And it's kind of this clunky thing, it's just kind of an old school way to do it. They're not necessarily web-based. They're getting a little bit better, but most of them, like GoToWebinar and Zoom, you still have to download some software to join this broadcast. So it's a different kind of experience. And it can cost hundreds of dollars a month. If you're doing this as your webinar platform, then it can cost a lot of money. There are other ways to use it, but these are some negatives and some different, just showing you kind of the different aspects of these platforms. They're all great, and I use them all, but I don't use them as much as Hangouts. So what I want you to consider today is don't overlook the power of Hangouts. I see a lot of comments coming in. A lot of you have used Hangouts. You have some issues. There are looking at how to get paid with using Hangouts. So I see a lot of you coming in. I've used Hangouts in the past. If you haven't, no problem. A lot of you are really curious about Facebook Live streaming, which is great. So I'll keep an eye on your comments. Keep them coming in, and we'll kind of review those later. But today I want you to show you the power of Hangouts on air. The biggest thing about them is you can embed unlisted broadcasts. And really the coolest thing is it's always free. It's not posted publicly on YouTube. When you do this unlisted thing, like right now this video we're streaming, it's not like out there on YouTube. When I started broadcasting today, it didn't like blast it out to all my followers on YouTube, because really I want to try to keep it right here on this one place. I want to invite all of you here to have this one place where we can broadcast, and I can see all of your questions coming in, and I got buttons on this page. So that's really the power here. You can create your own broadcast page by embedding these unlisted broadcasts. Unlimited viewers, so that's a huge plus. Automatically recorded, again, totally free. It just, when you're done broadcasting, like when I'm done today, I click stop broadcast. It just becomes a YouTube video, and it remains unlisted, so I could then use it however I want. I can make it just a YouTube video after that and make it public. Put in some keywords, and now it's a video that anyone can watch. Or I could keep it unlisted and repurpose it. I could even download the video file onto my computer and upload it to Facebook as a Facebook video on my Facebook page. So, or edit it however I want. So it's just a great way to just record something. You can do professional presentations. So they have all the stuff you need to do your webcam. As you saw me today, you can be on camera. You can show your screen. You can show a PowerPoint. Right now, they don't let you bring in videos yet, which I've always hoped they would do that. So you can't have like a pre-recorded video that you load in. That's one big bummer about Hangouts. But otherwise, for the most part, it's cool for what you need for doing a professional presentation. You can bring on panel guests, so up to 9. I think they might have added that or extended that a little bit, but for sure 9. I think if you have like an apps account or something, it's up to 15. The other really cool thing that a lot of people don't utilize is the ability to record privately. So when you set this up, it doesn't have to be used to broadcast as a webinar style thing like I'm doing right now. You can do it privately, so you could bring someone on. I use this for my one-on-one meetings because I can just share a link with someone. They jump on, we do our meeting, I can record the whole thing, and either if it was like for a podcast or something, I could just use that or use it for some other purpose, or I could just give them the recording. So a lot of the times when I do one-on-one meetings with my clients, I'll tell them as an added benefit, hey, I'm gonna record this so you can have this for later. So anything that you want to review, you're gonna have the replay, and it's just automatically done. So I can use these behind the scenes. You can also use it privately, so you can just record your trainings If you want to show your screen, switch back and forth from your webcam to your screen to a PowerPoint, you can just record these privately, and then it just becomes a YouTube video. So it's a tool. You don't have to go buy Camtasia or ScreenFlow if you're on a tight budget or you don't want to have to figure out another platform. You could use this same platform for your webinars, for your one-on-one client meetings, for your video recordings, and it's kind of nice to be able to just learn one platform and do all of that. So here is, and I'll elaborate on some more of that. If you have any questions about any of this stuff, let me know. I'll show you where to find a full demo on how to get this set up and how to use Hangouts on air towards the end. I'm going to show you where to find like the exact step-by-step on how to do this, but that's just the big idea of what you need to know that maybe you didn't know was possible. And literally, this is why I use this platform so much and why I just recommend you figure it out, because it's free and it's really powerful. So here's how 22Social helps you leverage Hangouts on air. It's really what we became known for way back in 2013 when we got we had like 15,000 users sign up within 90 days. And one of the biggest reasons was because of this platform, being able to do live broadcasts inside your Facebook page. So that's where we kind of began and became, that's how we launched our business, just because of this concept. So here's the big idea. I'm going to go very quickly through this and how 22Social works and how this whole thing will work for you. Is, it starts with your Facebook page, as you probably know, like we're doing today. You can create your page. You can use it as your online hub. This can essentially become your website. And now you can add these custom apps to your page so that you can do more. And this is where 22Social comes in. 22Social helps you create customized app pages inside your Facebook page. So now you can create this cool looking custom page right there on your Facebook page. Of course, you can install it in a few seconds. There's no code. Add your text and videos. And on this point, the videos can be a live broadcast. Basically, this broadcast that I'm doing right now, I set it up. I created the event ahead of time, and YouTube gave me a YouTube video link. Just like if I were to go to YouTube and get a video link for a YouTube video, they give me that for this Hangout that I've scheduled ahead of time. And then you can go in here and drop it in here just like a YouTube video, but it's going to be a scheduled YouTube, live broadcast. And then I use this software to broadcast through it. So when I'm ready to go, I just pull up the software, click start broadcast, and then it'll just start streaming live on this page. So that's the concept. Again, I have a whole tutorial on how that works, and you can see exactly what happens. But basically, just consider this a video on your page, and it just happens to be a live broadcast. I mean, it's super easy to do. Just like a YouTube video, except you're broadcasting live. When it's done, it becomes a recording, and it essentially just becomes a YouTube video. You can customize the look and feel. So the really important thing here is you're kind of creating a customized broadcast page right here. And of course, it's mobile friendly as well. So everything you create, it's mobile friendly. You can add your buttons in there, have call to actions below your broadcast. This is why it's just cooler than like Facebook Live or even like other platforms. You can kind of customize this. And with all these cool widgets and things that we have, you can have your like buttons in here. You can have faces of the visitors showing down below. You can customize this. You can have countdown timers with these media options that you have on the app, and have your own fonts and colors. So it's much more branded and personalized. And the best part, really the most powerful thing here, is you can do all that and just kind of send people to this app and they show up and watch. And that's great, but you don't really know who they are. Maybe they interact with you a little bit in the comments. But what's really powerful here is turning this into more like a webinar registration system. And that's where the gate comes into play. So all of you who showed up here live today, 22s.com/live, you went through the gate, you registered, you got access, and we did the lead gate. So basically, we just wanted to collect your information and give you access to this training. And we also had that data go right into our email list, so we can build our email list through this gate. And the information is also Facebook verified, so we can upload it and create a lookalike audience and run ads and find more people like you using Facebook's tools. So it's really powerful stuff, but it's simple in the sense that you just put a gate up and have people register to get access to this content. The other really cool thing, as you might have noticed here looking at this, you can turn your gate into a pay gate. So it doesn't have to be free, you could charge for access. And it's as simple as clicking single payment or subscription, deciding how they're gonna pay to get access to this live broadcast or recording. So basically what we're doing here is you're creating your own gated live channel on Facebook. And I hope you enjoy my graphics there. Kind of fun. So let's look at this in like a real life example. And I'm going to log in a minute and show you this exact page, this Facebook page. And I'm going to put this broadcast I'm doing right now into this filler section here where this kind of placeholder images. I'm going to pop in this live broadcast so you can see exactly what it looks like. But the concept is you have this thing set up. You put the gate on here. Maybe it's a free gate. So you can have some kind of visuals, just like an opt-in page. Now you share your link. This is kind of like your Facebook ad, but you can share it anywhere online. And you can even do a Facebook Live to promote this. You know, you have a link that you can share, so you can do a Facebook Live and say, hey, we're about to start our presentation, our broadcast, and invite people over here. However you want to promote this link, it's up to you. But the idea is they're going to click this link, land right on this app inside your page, right? They're directed right into this specific app on your page, just like if you were to send them to a specific page on your website. They're not going to your home page, they're going here when you direct them into the app. They can check out your offer and click to register. When they do, you're going to collect their information through Facebook login. So it's one click for them, they verify and continue through. And it's just like when you sign up for any service online and you log in with Facebook, it kind of creates an account with that website or that business. Essentially, they're creating an account with your app here. So this app is collecting that registration, and now whenever they come back, we know who they are, or they could just log in again and it'll identify them. If it was a paid offer, they would then go to PayPal after this and then continue back after they complete the registration and the payment. So it works the same way for both, and the registration works the same way. Now we know who they are and we've given them access. If they had to pay to get access, we would verify that that profile has paid. So when they come back, they might have to log in again if they're not logged in with Facebook already, but they wouldn't have to pay again because we know that that profile, when they do try to get access, they've already paid. So this becomes a webinar page, or a members page, a members area, paid members area. And now you have their data. They can just log in at any time. Again, coming back to this page, anytime they see that link again, you can share that link. You can have your own domain with that link, forward it to that link. So if they ever click that link again, they can come back here and get access. And you collect the data. You own the data. You can download it as a CSV. You can add it to your email list. It's available here at any time. You see all their profiles coming through. You have this information. And now this is a high quality list of leads. And for a lot of people, if you're not comfortable doing webinars, you're kind of new, a Facebook Live might be a little scary. What I hear a lot, and what I feel personally too, is I much rather broadcast some training in a place, in an environment that I know exactly who is there watching. Like all of you here today are here, and I could, you might be commenting below, you might not be, but I know who's here. I know who has access, right? It's only a certain amount of people. You've opted in to be here today if you came to the live broadcast today. So it's a nice kind of a safe environment for you to practice and develop and get better at this, because it might only be 10 people who registered, but at least you're not out there on Facebook Live to the whole world, making a fool of yourself, or you feel like you're doing a bad job. You can do this in a little more safe environment. So this is your place to do this, and only people who've been verified and registered will have access. So I saw you some questions coming in. I'm going to get to the links on where to find all the info. I'm going to go through real quick on the PayPal thing and show you where to find info on that, Mary, and a couple other questions coming in. So yeah, I'll show you in just a few moments where to find the in-depth training and step-by-step. But this Facebook login thing, if you're kind of new to it, a lot of benefits to this. You're collecting their profile, much better data than name and email using Facebook login, so it's super clean and simple for you and them. The referral tracking is another powerful part of this. So unlike some other webinar platforms, what you can do here is, because we have their Facebook profile, they can each get a unique referral link where they can invite friends to come join. And you can incentivize this sharing by doing prize giveaways or contests, because you track the people that they refer. So it's all built in, and it becomes a much more powerful environment to do your webinars and it's already in a social environment on Facebook, a trusted environment. And the most important thing, we're not trying to get fans on Facebook. It's very important that you own the data, you own the list, so that if you decide, hey, Facebook's not for me, I want to go get my own website and build my own program over here and spend $10,000 to get this custom, platform of my own, well, that's fine. You can go do that at any time. You have the data, you own it. It's your list of customers. You have their information. You could follow up. You can email them later and say, hey, we've moved out of Facebook, right? I know a lot of you are afraid of, building on rented space, and that's fine. It's something to worry about if you're not doing this strategically, or you're just trying to get fans and you can't actually follow up with them or communicate with them. You own the list here. So this is a very smart way to use Facebook, leverage Facebook, but not rely 100% on Facebook. You're getting the information and you own it, and you can move wherever else you want later. So leverage it while it's hot. Take advantage of the opportunity. Don't sit around waiting and building your own thing when Facebook's, don't try to fight against the current. When Facebook is flowing right now, let's tap into that and leverage it. So connecting your PayPal account, it's almost this simple. Okay, we have their Facebook profile, and then we can connect a payment to that profile. And again, it's specific to each app on your page. So we've got demos and tutorials. I'll kind of show you what that looks like in a minute on how to set it up, but it's super simple. You don't have to go into PayPal and do anything. So here's where I'm gonna get into like the three really big, awesome ways to use Hangouts that are being used every day right now by 22Social customers, and where to find information on how to do this. So let's take a look here at number one, free live webinars. I've mentioned this over and over and over, but here it is. Here's an example. Andre here, he did a free training on how to do Facebook Live, which is kind of ironic and hilarious to me. But he had people register to get access to his live broadcast, and then he taught them how to use Facebook Live. So it was kind of cool. I mean, it's funny, but he's doing this on Facebook and collecting Facebook profiles, which you can't do with Facebook Live, to teach them how to use Facebook Live. So pretty interesting, but it looks cool, right? So it's all mobile friendly, like we mentioned. So with this free live webinar, you can require attendees to log in, as we mentioned, to watch. Huge benefit. You can grow your email list, and even a Facebook group. If you have a Facebook group, this is a great way to build it. So do a big promotion to a like this kind of Facebook style webinar, and then they're already on Facebook. They've registered through Facebook, so they're a highly likely candidate to want to go join your group. You've collected their email before they even get into your group, so now you can communicate with all of them as well. So it's a really powerful way to build a relationship with your audience and kind of kickstart maybe your group, or even take a group that you have maybe thousands of people in. I know a lot of people that have thousands of people in their group. They don't really have a personal relationship with them, and they don't have their email. So you don't really have control of that. Again, if Facebook shuts down, then you lose all that, right? Not very smart. So what if you did a training, even just one training, invite everyone to it, do a cool training. At least you're gonna get their information, build a better relationship with them, provide some value, and then you can have buttons below to buy stuff. So now you can monetize your list or your audience that's kind of stagnant out there. Build your brand authority. Obviously, doing these webinars, it's difficult. No lie, if you've never done this stuff, I mean, it's a challenge. I know a lot of you have felt the pain of trying to do these live broadcasts. It takes a lot of practice, and that's okay. Like we said, this is a safe environment to practice. It's kind of a gated area, safe place for you to develop your craft, develop your skill, and as you get better, your audience will grow at the same time. The really powerful thing is including the prizes. You can have downloads, and you can have people refer. So if they're watching, you're like, hey, if you know someone right now that would benefit from this training and would love this concept, just invite them over. We're doing a prize giveaway at the end, something like that, to make it more fun for your audience. It's worked really well in most industries, but even having downloads. So these buttons below, again, you can have a PDF download or some extra resources, bonus content that they can get access to. So it's all convenient right there in one place. Another huge part of this is that comment stream down below. Hey, Leon says, that's my dude. That's cool. I guess Andre's referred some people over to 22Social, which is great. Andre's the man. I like what he's doing over there. So let's see. I was looking at your questions. Sarah's got a good question about where do we access the emails and all that. I'll kind of demo that here for you in a minute. Can you put advertising on your fan page or Hangouts? Basically, yeah, I mean, you can, this is kind of your environment. So unlike Facebook Live, where they're really strict about third-party advertising and whatnot. Imagine this. I don't know about advertising in this situation. You're trying to build more of a personal connection, but you can have affiliate buttons down below. So that's one income stream where and I know Andre does this. Actually, he did this exact same thing. And maybe this button was an affiliate link. You get them to show up. You're giving value. You're building a relationship with your audience. You can have buttons below that link over to stuff, and you can have your affiliate links in them, or it could be a link to your own product. A lot of our customers will launch their paid courses by doing this exact system here. People will register, they get access, you share some cool content, and then there's a button to buy below. That buy button can go anywhere. If you're in direct sales, you're trying to build a team, that can go to your sign up page. We have a lot of people in network marketing doing their team trainings, product overviews, opportunity overviews, using this system. Because again, it's a protected area on your page, and only people who log in and register get access. So you're building a list of leads, and you're presenting information. Then you have buttons to buy. As I was mentioning, that comment stream down below, one of the cool benefits of that is you're building social proof. So this comment stream stays there. It's the same comment stream. You can swap out this video. If you're doing a weekly training, you can swap out that video every week, but the comment stream stays down there. So you see we have like 7,000 comments. We didn't have all those today, although some of you probably thought that we've had 7,000 comments in the last 30 minutes. Unfortunately, that's not the case, but that's okay because it had that wow factor, social proof. You can build that over time. If you use one app over and over and over and over, you can have this comment stream stacking. We kind of call it a stacking comment stream. So you're building social proof over and over and over every week. If you're consistent and you do this in one place, this one app can become a machine for you over time. And then additionally, I'm going to show you something cool here in a minute. You can use a video gallery. So your replays can be available here afterwards. So what we do a lot is we'll do our broadcast here. And then when we're done, we'll just swap this media from a YouTube video, the live broadcast, to a video gallery. We'll take the latest recording and put it in front, so you can have unlimited videos down below that are all of your replays from previous weeks. So it's one place you can host not just your live broadcast, but also all of your replays. So I'll show you how to do that as well. But we also have a lot of training on this. And those of you who are looking for like step-by-step instructions, you've heard enough, you want to jump in. This is the link, 22social.com/notes/hangouts. We'll break down what you need to do. Watch those videos. I've got a 30-minute complete tutorial on how to do this step by step. There's instructions on how to get your YouTube account verified. There is a new process if you've never done, or if you have a new YouTube account or you haven't done this before, you have to go through a verification process. It's free, and it's not that difficult to do. We have the link to where you can find the exact instructions on how to do it. That'll allow you to embed live broadcasts anywhere online, including 22Social. So follow these instructions. Go through the videos that we have there, and it will guide you and get you going. If you plan on doing a training tomorrow, I don't recommend that. If you're brand new, you want to practice, you got to take a little time to get all this set up and learn the system a little bit. And then once you get the hang of it, then you can start promoting and doing this. So check out that resource, 22social.com/notes/hangouts. I'll go over there in a minute and kind of log in and show you what to look for, but it's pretty intuitive. You can check it out. Everything you need is right there. All right, let's go ahead and take a look. I think I got a couple more examples. Lisa, here's another example how she did her webinar styles here. Doing these trainings. I saw a question, is there a way to get rid of the comments? Yeah, you can hide the comment stream down below, definitely. Can you integrate with a shopping cart? You could link over to something. If you get a link to a shopping cart, yeah, you can link over to it. But basically, like the button, you can link that button anywhere with any URL. As far as integration, not really, other than having them pay for access into this through PayPal. So PayPal is the only way to like charge for access to the inside here. And I saw a question from Nicole. How do you schedule a Hangout? Check out that training. It'll show you exactly how. You just set the date. Here's an example, a doctor, right? So he does a weekly training every week, brings on new guests, and it's kind of like a podcast, right? You could repurpose this video content however you want, invite people to show up live, and have your contact info below, calls to action. It can become just part of your marketing strategy, and you can do it all right there in one place. Oops, going too fast. It can be in different languages, so I don't really know what she's talking about here. It's in Spanish, but it can be in different languages. So here's an example. She does Joanna TV. She's been doing this for a couple of years. It's pretty awesome. I mean, all these people are following her, showing up. She gets hundreds of leads every week, and she's got calls to actions below. So, you know, set it up once, you can keep using it over and over and over. This was a cool example of like bringing on multiple guests. So they did some live streaming. They had a whole panel of experts that they brought on and made a big promotion out of it. So like every week they had new guests on, or I think it was every day even. So this was a pretty wild, like extreme case where you have like this whole big launch and community of people joining. So it's been used for like summits. So this is a summit example. I believe this was free, but it could have been paid access as well. And then, you know, the most extreme example, if you're wondering, well, what are the limitations? You know, we talk about unlimited viewers. I mean, we did it with Mari Smith, and we blew it out. She had thousands and thousands of people join and log in and get access. She even had the PDF downloads. She had the sweepstakes component. So all of that was a part of this live webinar, and it really maximized that social, you know, using the social platform to do this. And she got a bunch of free referrals. So, you know, there's an example of how big you can take it. So this can scale up to as big as you want to go. You can't get much bigger than Mari Smith. Okay, so this could be something you use for years to come. Number two. Let's see. Number two, yeah, I'm just checking the comments. We're looking good. Number two, single payment access. So this is kind of fun. You can create a course out of your recordings. So one really cool way to create a paid course is to turn your live broadcast into a paid content. So basically what TJ did here, he's a loan officer, okay? He did some interviews. You can see kind of the replays down below. He interviewed people on Hangouts and then turned that into a video course that people can pay to get access to. So it's a way to create the content for a video course. You don't even have to be the expert. I mean, I'm sure TJ is, but he can bring on other experts who knows, you know, something more specific about a topic. He can interview them and talk about it. And now that's value that he can provide and put into a course. So using Hangouts again, I mean, you can use a lot of platforms for this, but the cool thing about Hangouts is you could even have your audience show up live and be a part of the live recording that then becomes the course. You can also get affiliates to share. So the single payment access, you can have affiliates share this and make money. You can have automatic payouts from PayPal, your PayPal to theirs, using the affiliate option on the single payment setup here. And that's all using that same referral tracking. So they just get a link real quick. They say, where do they want to get paid with their PayPal account? And then they can get an affiliate link, invite people to come join and share. So you could even be going live right now, doing a live broadcast that people are paying for access to, a single payment. And then affiliates could be sharing this in real time and bringing people over to your live broadcast. That's kind of the idea, and it's completely realistic, and you could do that tomorrow. I mean, you could have a system like that that's working right now. Just showing you what's possible here. It's cool stuff, okay? It's all possible. And it's not hard to set up. Once you get the hang of it, you gotta learn this one time, and then you can do all this stuff. It doesn't have to be finished to promote. So that's the other cool thing is a lot of our customers will do like a 6-week launch. You know, what I'm going to say 6 weeks just because it's actually commonly used. But you can have an idea. You map out a course and say, well, over the next 6 weeks, every week I'm going to come and do a live presentation. And you know, you can even give it away to start. Everyone who shows up live, you get free access. Do it live for 6 weeks. Record it with them every week. You're creating the content and then delivering it to a live audience. Then when you're done, you could even turn that into a paid course. So that's a really cool way to get a bunch of people showing up and listening. Like, hey, only for the next 6 weeks, it's free. Show up, you know, check it out. And then when it's done, it becomes a paid offer. And all those people could become affiliates and now invite more people to check it out and get paid. And so that's a really cool strategy that you can implement. And the cool thing is you don't have to have anything done right now to start. The other cool thing is if you're going to do I saw this question coming in the group. you could do like a monthly special thing, like maybe it's like a weekend workshop. You're gonna do a Saturday 4-hour. Everyone can show up. We're gonna get into your business. I'm gonna take people on a panel, and I'm gonna help you with whatever. You charge $100 for everyone to attend, not be on the panel, but to watch and ask questions in the comment stream. And then when you're done, you could say, this is only the replay is going to be taken down. You're not going to have access to this after 24 hours. So it could be a limited time deal where they pay a single payment to access this short period of time access, and then you can clear the SRM so that no one has access anymore. They have to buy again to get access, and that's could be used to do like a monthly thing, or if you want to do these kind of workshop style special broadcasts every month where you can recharge your same people every month, not really as a subscription necessarily, but maybe it's kind of sporadic. Every now and then you do these big launch or like a summit. You could use the same app over and over. You can clear the SRM. You can also sell one-on-one coaching. So another part of our trainings talks about, and something I do is I'll just sell access to a content area. I don't broadcast live here, but I have a button to schedule a meeting with me, and then I use Hangouts on Air, a private Hangout on Air, to do that one-on-one coaching. So just another way of using single payments and Hangouts on Air to create income. Again, that button below, joining the challenge. I mean, we go through all the ideas and strategies in more depth. But if you're interested in doing like courses like this, building upon that knowledge that you now have with Hangouts, once you learn Hangouts on Air, when you learn 22Social, you can do the free stuff, but you can also do courses and programs like this. And if you want to learn more about courses and how the payment stuff works, the affiliate stuff, check out 22social.com/notes/courses. I've got a whole, I think, hour-long setup where I show you exactly how to build a course, how to build this whole setup like this, and charge for access to your content. So everything is broken down step by step. Question on Stripe. Yeah, that's something we're working on. We get a lot of questions about Stripe. As of right now, it's only PayPal. As of May 9th, 2017, it's only PayPal. Hopefully soon we can bring out Stripe. We got a lot of big stuff going on behind the scenes. Just so you know, we have some stuff we're rolling out. This year is going to be some huge features, so just keep an eye out. Stripe is going to be one of those. So this year, the rest of this year, we got a lot of features we're rolling out. They're going to make all this even more powerful. It's not going to change all this. It's just going to enhance all of this, right? And give you more flexibility like with Stripe. But for now, PayPal works, and if that's okay with you, which it should be for most of you, check out that training resource. A couple examples again. There we go. Here we go, Stephen H. So Stephen did that exact strategy where he recorded it live over a 6-week process. He actually sold access to all that all along the way. Every week, he had people showing up, watching the live. There's benefit to being there live. They can ask questions as he recorded it live for them. And then when he was done, he had a complete course packaged up that he could sell. Andrea did the same thing. She did a course on networking smart in the entertainment industry, and she sold access to this content, and then she recorded it live over a few weeks with her audience. They could tune in and check it out. And when she was done with those 6 weeks, or however many weeks it was, she had a course complete, and she can just keep selling that. Question from Lisa. It sounds like you're pretty new, Lisa, which is, it's okay. You're going to check out some of our other content and learn more about it. But SRM stands for Social Relationships Manager. It's just kind of like where we collect all the data and where you can access all the leads who came in. We just call it the SRM because it's like a social relationships manager. I'll show you a kind of example of that in a minute. You actually saw a screenshot of it. Basically, that whole list of people, and like in real time, everyone's coming through and got access to your content. Okay, so number 3. Let me get through this real fast, then we'll get into some more questions. There's great questions coming in. Thanks so much, and I'll stick around to answer all of them. Subscription payment access. So number 3, the granddaddy of them all, creating recurring income on an ongoing basis. You sell somebody once, and they're paying you every month ongoing. It's kind of the dream of most entrepreneurs to have really stable income, scalable business. This is pretty fun. So you can sell access to weekly or monthly live trainings. So you can get someone on subscription, and having access to that content on your page, you can go live there every week or month, or twice a month, whatever you want to do. They're paying either monthly or yearly, but you can structure your content so that, like for example, I do my side business, I do a training every single week, and I sell access to that. So it's $10 a month. People show up, and I do training every week. It's on graphic design specifically. So I'm teaching graphic design, and I can do the same training every week. It's the same amount of time for me, but as it grows and I get hundreds and hundreds of people paying $10 a month, my income's increasing. The amount of time I'm spending on it is not. It's the same amount of time, and I can scale that as big as I want to go. So it's a really fun way to build a business. And the best part is you don't have to be the best right now, because you can do a low price subscription offer, get some people in, and that keeps you accountable to create trainings all the time. And then as you get better, as your content gets better, as you get more confident, you can maybe raise your price or do more marketing and promotion and get more people paying you on that subscription. And you can, again, make the recordings available. So when you're live, they can access that. And then the recordings can also be hosted right there. You can have a Facebook group attached to this for more support and resources. So we've got a whole system to help you manage that. I get people into a Facebook group for additional content. And what other people do, I actually started this as well. I did like a $99 a month where, I'm not necessarily, there's a few ways to use Hangouts, right? You can do it where you're broadcasting, or you can do it like privately. So you could get people paying you like $99 a month to be on these group conversations every month. So using this same platform, Hangouts on Air, you can have people paying you a couple $100 a month to be part of like a mastermind, or maybe it's just one-on-one, like you get one-on-one time as part of the subscription as well. So there's a lot of ways to use it. I'm doing all of this, and it's been replicated, like this exact same system and platform. You can do all of this. It's just eventually you're going to figure out like the best ways for you to monetize and use your time. But it's all possible. So that's why I'm trying to show you why this is so important for you to learn. To learn more about the subscription stuff, you can check out 22us.com/notes/memberships. All right. So again, I'm pretty fast today. I know you don't need to understand all of it necessarily. I'm showing you what's possible. The technical stuff, it's, you'll figure it out as you get into this stuff, and especially those links and trainings. But here's Phil. He's doing a subscription program. They're getting access to his videos on a weekly or monthly basis. And it's a simple way to create a little membership program, and now he can have his content hosted inside that members area. Mia Davies, she uses Facebook Live to do her recordings, live trainings, very interactive. She gets people on an annual subscription, so they pay her to be like in her inner circle. They pay her a pretty good chunk of money. It could be a couple $1,000s a year that they pay for your premium program. So that's kind of her model, is getting people in an annual program so they get into her content areas, her members areas, and now she could do live trainings inside that content area. Monica has done everything I've shown you. She launched video courses by doing a free webinar, getting a bunch of people to show up live, sharing information, and then giving them a link to go buy her paid courses. And then she also started up her own subscription programs, where she does weekly live trainings to her monthly subscribers. So she's kind of done all of these. And I know for her, Hangouts on Air is like the most powerful resource for Monica. And it's a great example. And then I mentioned this last week. Will sent me this chat. Will's got his own subscription on his fan page. He sells access to a PDF, right? So every month he gives people, all of his subscribers, a PDF download. And it's updated every month. They pay him $27 a month for this content, and it's all part of his subscription. But that's what can happen, right? So he sent me this chat. He sent me a screenshot, and I put it and made it look fancy here. But he sent me a screenshot. He's like, dude, this is what it looks like every morning with just one subscription product. I mean, every day it's like cash into his PayPal account. It's pretty sweet. And just want to make it real for you. This is all going into your PayPal account. All this money, like 22Social just helps you set it up and kind of manage it all. But this is your direct relationship with your audience. And it's cool stuff, right? So let's recap. And hey, to the comment down here, I'm new. What's this guy's name? My name's Andrew. but you've seen a lot of other people in here, so I'm not sure, maybe you're referring to them. I'll come back on the webcam here in just a moment, but let's recap first. Let's see here. 3 big things to recap. Hangouts on Air is a powerful free tool that you should leverage for your online marketing. Again, you need to figure it out. It's not that hard to figure out. Once you get the hang of it, you can use it for all the stuff that I showed you. It's like the most versatile tool in the world. It's so awesome. 22Social, obviously you need to know, helps you use Hangouts on Air by making it easy to embed them on your beautiful mobile-friendly apps on your Facebook page. So this all is possible to collect leads, take payments, and do all that stuff because you can create these custom pages, embed the Hangouts right there. And then you have 3 gate options. You can do lead gate, single payment, or recurring subscription payments for access to this content. All right, how to take action today. So be clear about how you'll make money. So that's the #1 thing. If you're going to spend all this time learning Hangouts, this should be obvious to you, but if you're going to spend all this time figuring all this stuff out and building all this stuff, you should have a pretty solid way of making money. It might just be selling one-on-one time, and that's okay. Selling your time for money is great. You can get more clients, more more one-on-one service sales by doing a live webinar, right? It's a great way to attract a bunch of people who are interested, showcase your expertise, give some free training and content, and say, hey, if you want to buy my time, go ahead and pay me right now. Give me $100, you can get an hour of my time. That's how I started my graphic design training business. So I did the exact same thing. I had people show up, gave them some cool free stuff. Then I had 25 people pay me $100 right there. It's like, cool, I just made $2,500 on this one training. Now I had to go deliver that service, which was kind of a bummer, but it's still, if you're trying to get clients yourself, it's an option. The other option a lot of people do is affiliate sales. So you can invite a bunch of people to a training, and like I showed you earlier, Andre, I think what he did is he just showed this cool software product. He did a training. Hey, check this out. I'm going to show you this awesome tool. I'm going to show you how to make the best smoothies, or I'm going to show you how you can do this or that. Invite them over, do a training, and then have a link to your affiliate stuff. Maybe it's join your program. Maybe it's buy this product. You just do it as a way to sell other people's products or services and make money as an affiliate. You can sell your own course. So again, invite them all to show up. The best way to sell your programs, your digital content, is to get everyone to show up to something, hang out with them. That's why we do it every week. I mean, we're trying to show you all this cool stuff. You came live today, and there's a good chance you're going to check out 22Social and want to get the software, right? Because that's what a live training does. Makes it more real. #2, follow the setup instructions. So that's really important. This link here, I'm going to log into that and show you in a minute and kind of demo all this real fast for you. But that's going to give you everything you need. So we've got all the recordings. We've got the step-by-step instructions. You need to follow those instructions. You need to get good at this, right? So once you follow those instructions, you can choose like a topic to start with and put together a quick, training. Maybe it's just a guest hangout, right? So come up with your content. What are you going to promote? It shouldn't just be a sales pitch. Make it kind of valuable. It should showcase your expertise. Pick a topic, and then do a practice run. So a practice run is going to be key before you do a huge promotion and invite people. You want to make sure you know how to do this. The audio, the visual. If you're going to bring a guest on, make sure that runs smooth. Your first few times, everything's going to go wrong that can possibly go wrong. I know how it feels. I've been there, but that's okay. That's why I recommend practicing. So it's going to go wrong. Assume everything's going to go wrong. You'll figure it out, and you'll get better. Then you can start inviting some people. Just get your warm audience, some friends, family, whatever. Have them come check it out. Get some feedback. Go live. Get some feedback. How was it? Did you like it? And then you're going to practice a little more, improve. Then you can start promoting. So that really, you have to go through all that. It will be a train wreck if you don't go through all that, okay? Just giving you some advice here. I've seen it happen way too many times where people will get really excited and anxious. They'll go through this stuff, and then they'll invite everyone they know to a training. And while I respect their attitude and they're taking action, usually it turns up pretty ugly, and like the audio doesn't work or something, and they just didn't practice ahead of time. So do that. So the big idea is start simple, build big. I'm going to show some demo and stuff right here so you can see how real it is and simple it is. All those links I gave you have the trainings, and they show you exactly how it looks. But before I do that, let's announce today's prize winner. The prize winner today is Drum roll, please. We pulled this winner right before we went live today. It is Armando from Los Angeles. Mr. Buffman. Look at this guy. I wish I had some guns like that. Armando won 1 year of 22Social Premium. That is our premium plan. So we like to give that away because we want you to know that if you are like a mini agency or you have a bunch of clients yourself, we recommend getting 22Social, trying it out yourself. You get 3 fan pages with our standard plan. That's enough to get you going with your own business, maybe 1 or 2 clients or a friend or family. You do get 3 Facebook pages with our standard plan. But if you want to create these apps for your clients and make a business out of this, you can upgrade to the premium plan, and that gets you 100 Facebook pages. So another reason to master these skills and learn 22Social, because you can create subscriptions, courses, free giveaways, all this cool stuff with this one platform. And then it's a great toolbox. I used to be a freelance designer myself. I know how I would always buy tools and stuff because that's more value that you can provide for a client. So if you are tech savvy and you help other people do this stuff, 22Social to me is like, it's so easy for you to manage yourself if you have any kind of technical ability, and you can set up and launch these apps for your clients so fast and give them so much value, and then you can even charge them whatever you want to use your apps because you get 100 fan pages. So Armando, you have this plan now, you have this package. So I hope that's you. I hope you can get out there and help some people. If not, it's all good. You get it for a year, so maybe just use it for yourself. But that's all for the training today. Let's go ahead and take a look at those notes. So, and then I'll log in here real fast. But these notes here, this is kind of what it looks like, all those links. This is 20twist.com/notes/hangouts. And if you go through here, we break down the big idea again for you. We show you ways to use Hangouts, some ideas on the kind of content you can create. This right here is the live tutorial, 27 minutes long. I go through everything. I show you exactly how to schedule your Hangout, where to log in to your YouTube channel, where to find this, and I do a whole live broadcast for you. We demo everything, all right? So it's super cool. Watch that training. That should give you all the answers, at least enough to start hacking away yourself. An example, Story Bell is a cool story here, how she's used it. But most importantly, let's look at the requirements. This is kind of like if you're brand new to doing these live stream broadcasts, you do got to go through this right here, requirements for your visitor to watch. So none for them, but down below, are you brand new to Hangouts on Air? Here's a great article to get started. Oh, I think I missed the whole important thing up here. Here it is. Okay, requirements for you to embed a live Hangout on Air inside your Facebook page. This is important. Go through this, okay? It's kind of up here at the top, right? So you scroll down here and boom, this big warning. You need to have a verified YouTube account. It's free, but it just takes like 24 to 48 hours to get that approved. So just keep that in mind before you go schedule some kind of broadcast. Follow this link right here. We'll walk you through how to do that. And then the other things you'll need, Facebook page and 22Social. And then you can scroll down and go through all the 5 steps of getting this set up, right? You can choose a template and all that good stuff. So that's kind of the core of the training you need to know. You'll see some examples and whatnot. We'll give you a lot of information. You don't need to know all of this. I wanted to put it all in one place for you though. So if you want to, expand and get better, but the basics here, just follow these video tutorials up here, especially this one, and it will get you going. Let me demo real fast so you can kind of see. Here's that example app. And yeah, I saw Mary was like, hey, don't forget about how to connect PayPal. I'll show you that right now. So I'm going to show you kind of how this all works. Let me grab this link right now. So basically here I am. This is what it looks like. I'm broadcasting. I'm sharing my screen. Okay, so I'm screen within a screen. But there's like simple tools and stuff. This is the tool. This is Hangouts on Air. This is all it is. It's really basic. I mean, there's not a lot going on here, right? So I can get a link and I can embed it into the app. So I'm going to get the link that it gives me. It's a YouTube link. Okay, it's actually the link that they give me is, there we go, it's not zoomed in. It looks like this, like they give me a YouTube link. That's the link for this broadcast right now. And all I have to do is go into the app. Once you kind of set it up and customize it how you want, I can change the media. And a media 2 here. I'm going to go ahead and do a video, YouTube, and paste the link in. I can even autoplay. So watch this broadcast I'm doing right now. Let it load here. Taking up a lot of internet. Close this. Is now on this app. Okay, so all I had to do was embed it in here, and you can see it's only a few seconds behind. They've gotten better at that. And there it is. It's broadcasting now on this app. And on this app, you can see you have like call to actions below. You can set up the layout. You know, get your free consultation. Like our page. You can have these call to actions sections down below. You can customize all that. Comment stream, action buttons here, a like button to like your page. Now the gate setup, right? So that's kind of what it looks like when you broadcast it in here. It's even, they can rewind live, right? This is today's training. You've been watching it. The recording will be available right here when I'm done. I don't have to do anything. I just end broadcast and it's ready to go right here. So that's kind of the beauty of it. You know, you have this platform to broadcast and then the platform over here where they're watching it. So there's two different places. Again, I show you all that in the tutorial video. But let's look at the gate, right? So remember the gate's the magic, the power here. You have the main content area. Only registered people get access to that. And now the gate. On the gate, I can set up how they get access. So you can create a cool custom gate here. You can put a video in here. Hey, join us this week or join our big event, big training event. And then like an action button. The access settings is where you do the magic. This is where I can say it's going to be a lead gate, single payment, or subscription right here. So all I have to do is just change the access settings. If it was a single payment, if I'm charging $100 for access to this training, $99, name it, seller name. You just connect your PayPal account. You literally just log into your this opens up your PayPal account. You log in and then grant permissions for us to create this product for you in your PayPal account, and then you're done. So you don't have to create a product in your PayPal account. We hooked up with their API so that you can put in just these couple things. All you have to do is name the product, put your company name, and choose your currency. We have all these currencies. And then you just connect your PayPal account, and it creates it all for you. So that's all you need to know. The affiliate setup. You can have affiliates be paid out automatically. 50% if someone brings their friend over to your training or to your course. You can have discount coupons. So I'm not going to go into all this right now. We have this training on courses, the one-time payment specifically. This will break it down pretty good for you. If you want to see how to set all that up and integrate it, watch this live setup tutorial, 22s.com/notes/courses. And this tutorial right here will go in depth on how to set up all this, create the course from scratch, load your stuff in, and then gate it, lock it up, and then more information down below on all that stuff. So check out this page if you want to do that. Let's look back here at Susie. The last thing, subscriptions. Boom, subscription. Now I can charge monthly for access to this. So you control how they get in. And it's the same kind of concept, a little bit different, using a different API from PayPal. So they require these 3 fields. You log into your PayPal account. They'll give you these 3 codes that you need to paste in there so that we can create the subscription for you. And so people will sign up for your PayPal subscription, and then automatically they'll come back and get access to your main content where they can consume your content. One more thing I'm going to show you is some of you are curious about this process. You could try signing up for this membership that we just kind of created recently. We call it Speed to Launch Workshops. I'm not really trying to sell it, but I just want to show you this is a kind of a way you could use. We do Hangouts every month. They're 2 hours, like in-depth, kind of like it's more like working on people's businesses and helping them break through barriers and showing you common obstacles and going more in depth. We do this every month in this area. So this is our members area behind our gate. And you can see we have the video gallery here. So every month we broadcast live right here, but when we're done, we have the recordings available in a gallery. So all we do to change that is in this same thing, right? Just editing the media. Come on now. I gotta have patience when I'm doing a live hangout. Everything goes slower. Media 2. So right now we have the video gallery. So to have all those 3 videos in there, it's just using the ID code from that video. So we'll show you how to do it. Every YouTube video has like a unique code. And so you just need to drop it in. So when we're live, I'll use the YouTube video. And then when I'm done, I'll copy that link and switch to the gallery. And then I can just have the latest video at the front. So you can have unlimited videos in here. So you can have 100,000 videos if you wanted. Not that that would be a good idea, but you can basically have all these videos available to your paid members. And for the admin, for you, it takes a minute to load a bunch of videos. For them, it doesn't actually load them in. So for you, it might take a second. But the visitor, it's cool because these actually load only when they click it for them. And yeah, I think our bandwidth is bogging down. So let me demo this, then I'll take your questions here. Katana says, this is awesome. Glad you think so. Let's see. Mary says, it's not what it does for me. It makes me choose from 2 things. Oh, you might, in your PayPal. Yeah, maybe there's something you haven't set yet, Mary. You know, you could do is send a ticket to our team. If you take a screenshot, send a ticket, our guys can help you. I'd have to see your screen, Mary. If you're setting up your PayPal, it might have, your account might need some other verification. Everyone's account is a little bit different sometimes, so send a ticket, Mary. I just sent you the link to send a ticket to our team. Take a screenshot, and then our guys can tell you what to do. But here you can see the gallery loaded in. And now these are all recordings of the training. So that, we just recorded and then turned it into a gallery. And in the comments, the same kind of structure here. On the gate, you can see we have just like a sales page on the gate. We did a $1 trial, so it's like $1 for access to our subscription. But the concept here, again, especially today, is we do Hangouts on air every month for our paid members. And when we're done, it turns into a recorded video. And it's pretty hands-off for us. It's the same thing we're doing right now, but this is just another way to implement that same strategy. You can create your product, and then you punch in your codes, and it's all set up. So in this case, it's like $1 and then $10 a month. So that's how it looks. It's the same system. The SRM, right? It's up here. You click on that, it opens up. See on Susie here. I think we might have had some people randomly go through. Oh, I see, Mary. Okay, one second. I'm going to answer your question right now. But like you can see here, SRM, so all the leads that came through. If you had a lead gate, it'll just show the leads. And you can hook it up to your CRM, so you can have like any of these CRMs hooked up. So you can hook it up to your ConvertKit, Aweber, ActiveCampaign, Infusionsoft, MailChimp. You can see we've hooked up with most of the biggest ones out there, and we're always adding more. But basically, so you can hook up your CRMs so that all this data that comes through can automatically go into your email autoresponder as well. You can export the leads. So all that's kind of managed in there. We also have tracking options. You can hook up all your tracking stuff, Google Analytics, Facebook Pixels. Man, I'm killing the internet right now, so I have no patience. But let's see. So Mary's wondering about that. Mary, just click on those. Okay, let me see. I'm going to pull these questions just so you can see what I'm looking at. How do we get this? Leon, so check it out. So if you want to get going with all this, I mean, we got links pretty much everywhere that you look from our stuff. So you should see a link to get started. We're live right, we're live right here right now on this app. Yeah, we're killing the internet. We got links. I'd recommend, Leon, check out that 30-day challenge. And we got links to get started on that link. I'm going to wait for that to pull up because everything's going slow. Mary, when you see those 3 things, just click on them. So PayPal will not display those until you click on it. You should see it's like a clickable link. When you open up your PayPal account to get the credentials, it'll show those. If you click on it, it should display that code. So let me know if that works for you. This is real-time support here, everyone. PayPal option for, yes, so PayPal is the only option right now. So you'll have to roll with that. Just because they have so much API stuff that we went with them first. They're kind of the biggest dog in the game. Stripe will be next. And then beyond that, we'll look at what else is out there. Cool. Yeah, so good question here. Generally, you're going to need pretty good internet. They say 2 megapixels per second or whatever, megabytes a second. Upload speed would be the minimum. So they have some recommendations. You could probably do a Google search to see, Hangouts on there. Really, any kind of live streaming. Recommend, being plugged into your internet. Wireless isn't always as good. The second software. Which one did I show? Second software. Let me know, Leon. I'll show you where to find whatever. The other software. How do we get? Which one was it? I forget. All right, so I'm just in the Q&A right now. You guys, you kind of know what's going on. But I want to show you this one here, guys. If you are looking to get started, this challenge here is a great place to get going. This training we did last week, some people said it was like the best webinar they've ever seen. So don't take my word for it. That's what they said. So check out the video. Gosh, everything's going slow. And right here, all those links again that we went through today is going to be available.
So, hey, welcome.
There we go. Sell your services, sell your courses, subscriptions, run live webinars, offer free giveaways, sweepstakes promotions. Don't have 22Social, you can get it here. So this is a great place to get started with us. It's kind of the latest and greatest training we have, and then links to all the stuff I mentioned today. So that link was down here if you're watching live on this video. If not, I'll make it available on the replay wherever you're watching this. Videos that you bank. Oh, this was all included. So this is a, where was it? Oh, I think I moved away from it. The workshop, monthly workshops. The video gallery is part of this. So you can have a video gallery as part of a media type with 22Social. I think that's what you're referring to. Boy, internet's dying, so hopefully you can see everything and hear me okay, because everything is bogging down. This is just this slider here. This is all part of 22Social. So all this is built in, created with the app, just using the media types. This training is here on our page, monthly workshop. Yeah, just good. We're always just showing you what you can do with this stuff. It's all using the same platform. I'll take one last check of questions. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, wow, we're doing some real-time support here. This is good. Okay, let me see. API username. Okay, it's asking 2 things: API access. Interesting. Or API permissions. I think it's request API credentials, but take a screenshot. Our guys can help you with that. Sometimes there's an extra screen on PayPal. It kind of depends on your account settings. I don't know. It's something weird. I would say take a screenshot and send it to our support team, and we can help you choose the right option. This is way too much right now. But all you have to do is get those couple codes. There's always things that come up. Hey, and anything online, it's always going to be, there's always going to be a million obstacles. But we've done our best to make this all at least simple as possible for you. So Hangouts on there. I highly recommend it. Check it out. Enjoy. Any other questions, you can join our Facebook group. We're available. We got a lot of very tech savvy people in there, people using 22Social, implementing these strategies. So be sure to join the group. You can find that at 22s.com/group, 22s.com/group. It's called the 22Social Power Users Group. You can join that, get plugged in, just join it. It's totally free, and you can ask them these questions that might come up. We've got a whole support, library and ticketing system. So Mary, if you have any issues, just go to 22s.com/support to find our whole library, and you can send a support ticket. You can contact us directly to get a ticket in there if you have any questions or technical things that come up like that. With that, I'm going to wrap up. Thank you, Eric, Mary, Richard, Terry. Terry asked, so Hangouts are actually gone. It's part of YouTube Live. Yeah, so it's inside YouTube Live now. It's one of those features. Actually, I'll show you right now before we wrap up, just to make it real for you. If you go to 22s.com/stream, you're going to see 22s.com/stream. right here in your YouTube account. Boom, live streaming. Create an event. You could do a new live event. When you create that, the default setting will be quick using Google Hangouts on Air. So it's the default when you create an event. You can schedule this ahead of time. Just go to 22s.com/stream, and we will send you right into your own YouTube channel where you can create a live event, schedule it ahead of time, embed it into your app. And I'll show you exactly how to do that if you go to that link. It's linked right here, 22s.com/notes/hangouts. We'll show you exactly how to do that. Watch the live setup training. All right, and that's all for today. See you again next week. We always got new stuff for you. This is some really cutting edge stuff. So we're live every week supporting you, helping you on your way. We're gonna give you new inspiration and ideas every week. But to get started, I recommend taking the challenge. Make $1,000 in the next 30 days. You can absolutely do it. We broke it down for you in that video. So take the challenge. We have got the platform to help you do it. It comes down to you taking action and living up to your full potential. The world is your oyster right now. You have a digital online business now with Hangouts on Air, totally free. You can broadcast anyone around the planet, and you have the power to do it. So we want to support you, and our goal is to get you to where you're making $10,000 a month using all this stuff. I mean, it's going to take some time. It's going to take some work, but it's a worthy thing to be shooting for and to be striving for. So that's our goal for you. So we want to see for you, and hopefully it can be a lot of fun for you along the way. Thank you, Stephanie, Juan. We'll talk to you guys again soon. Take care. Have a great rest of your week.